Okay, I've been here since Leliana's song.
They say the Mabari is clever enough to speak and wise enough to know not to. Tell me, my friend, does this saying apply to you? Are you capable of speech and simply choose not to speak?
That's my boy.
Good day.
Sometimes I think the world would be a much friendlier place if we could learn some things from animals. Nothing in the animal kingdom can match the worst qualities of humanity.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham? And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Oh god.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What, no mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Oh, it's not an interruption, dear. We were just finishing up before mealtime. What can I do for you? Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostergard. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said. Tell you about the chart? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What you want to know? Why would it?
Sister, that's hardly appropriate. There's no need to be rude to anyone, even if they are ignorant and godless.
Whoa.
Of course not, dear. You just don't know anything about the chant, and you don't have any gods. Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though. He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us. It was tragic, really.
Such a surprise. We don't speak of that.
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were
Dang.
6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic. Now, where's the fun in belonging to the Chantry if you can't proselytize to the heathens a bit?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Ugh.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board? I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry.
Justine.
Pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
Justine.
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone.
Jeez.
Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts. When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive. And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste. Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths. Certainly, my research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke. Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Magic exists to serve man and never...
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
They shall be named Maleficar.
Thank
accursed
you.
ones. They shall
Black Alley Justice. Eliminate criminals. Prey on the innocent. Will do. Yeah, we need the city up and fighting, not robbing themselves. Missing in action. Terralugin's Vanguard. That's weird. Why didn't he return? Because Logain left. He retreated. So why wouldn't he return? Perhaps Chiventa or Free Marshes. Logan's push. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kalen died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the Lyrium that does this.
Jeez.
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else. May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
Magic exists to serve man and
Uh-oh.
and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned against his children.
Okay. He found a friend.
Puppy! Puppy!
Exactly. You don't want him to fight Darkspawn.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
So I gotta be careful because Logain's around here. If I get caught, I'm gonna get killed.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Hal, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself. My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15?
Jeez.
Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is. Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know. More of a second story man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in? I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though. I'll be here when you need me.
Wow. All right. Oh, God. Thank you, Leliana. Let's go steal some more.
All men are the work of our Maker's
Right
hand.
away.
From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham?
Items, huh? Items. Oh, well, we need to bring more thieves along.
And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Sister Justine. You wouldn't have to be someone important now, would you?
On my way.
Ah, so I can't. I can just make a bunch of money off these guys. How you doing, friend Templar? Just keep on stealing. Okay, now for the real test here.
As there is but one world, one life, one life.
Nothing to steal.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no? I am from Orlais.
Yeah.
You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year. What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much. Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after. You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
Wow.
Because there is little choice. There are so many wonderful things about Orlais, but Ferelden has something precious. Here, a man or a woman is born free and lives free. I do not understand it, but the nobles here are not so high, and none of us are quite so low. As much as I miss my Varroyo, I love where I am. A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here. Perhaps where you are from. But in human lands, things are sometimes not so clear. Many revere the Chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
And then we robbed her. Yep, it happens. See? That's what you take from that? That's what you take from that? That I stole from her, even though the stories... And I didn't steal from her. Leliana stole from her, okay? This is all Leliana's doing. No. Get in the way of my game. Well, as you know, Q, I play as my characters, especially in these games. And that is a sad story, but we need resources. So...
It is a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah.
Have my flowers enticed you? Or perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils? And smelling good is not. Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armor smith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes? Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Oh, I'll take that. So that's how you can get more. Yeah, I was wondering to myself, how do I get more? Since now I'm actually crafting. It now makes the sense.
What is it? I have work to do. What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Quest completed. Okay, I would really like to steal from these people, but I'm actually kind of curious what would happen if I did. Guard, servant. Steal failed.
Don't stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
She seems nice. It's a wooden crate, stolen from you. Can't steal from you.
On my way.
Seems like a good place to restore my my
Dwarven
wares.
crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven. My lady. My lady Iduken? Is that really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endrin sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten, and now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed, and the room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the Shield of Iduken, and this letter.
No way.
Until that moment, I had hated him for believing Balin, for exiling you. But if you had seen him, if you had heard his voice, his eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endrin did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
Yes, you could take your place by my side.
My lady, please, don't ask me to come with you. I was injured in my travels here. My leg healed crooked and I will never fight again. And I have a new life now. I'm married into a surface family. My wife is lovely and her father is the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
Look, I found him. I'm sure you don't recognize him. It's your favorite voice actor, though.
Steve Bloom?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my guy from the beginning.
Give him your love.
Oh my god. He won't come with me.
I would love to introduce you, but you must have more important business than hearing about me. Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount.
Meg just took my headphones so she could hear his voice.
But then he stopped talking. Make him talk.
Oh my god, make him talk.
Speak to me.
God. I can't believe I
Dwarven
found him
crafts.
here.
Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
That's crazy.
You won't find better. You do your father proud, my lady.
Yes.
Of course, my lady. You do me great honor.
That's so crazy. So, but you didn't say why you left? Leave me on the... Oh, I got his sword. Leave me out in the dark here, man. I need to know more. And I need to steal from you. Which, don't take that personally, but you know. That's crazy. No.
No, not this. Not now.
No.
Did it crash?
You know what, Meg? You are now banned from ever coming here when I stream.
What?
Banned.
How is this my fault?
You impeded.
No.
No.
This is not proof of anything.
This is extreme proof. She came over here to listen to his voice, stole my headphones, and then it crashes. What more proof do you need?
It's not me, okay?
You see this, guys? This is physical proof.
That's messed up. I have something funny for you to watch.
And with that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I do not know how much was saved, friends, so we might have to list all that all over again, and I'm gonna be sad. Sad, sad, sad. Because Meg EMP'd me. Can you believe that? And it's been raining like all day today, guys, so it's great. But I can't open it. I don't think my computer would like that very much. Okay, cool. I am still here.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Alright, so I've stolen a bunch of lesser health pots. The frozen lightning is awesome. I gotta steal a lot more with her. Or just put it on my character.
You won't find better.
But I got the shield. I have my home shield back. But where is it?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven. My lady. My lady Iduken? Is that really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endrin sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten. Now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed, and the room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the Shield of Iduken, and this letter. He barely spoke at all. Every word seemed as if it had traveled the entire length of the deep roads. Find my daughter. No other deserves this, was all that he said. His eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endrin did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
Yeah, I cannot believe I found you here.
I am far happier in my exile than I ever expected to be. The Gorham you knew was a fool. I've learned more from the surface dwarves than they have from me. I was injured in my travels here. My leg healed crooked and I will never fight again. And I have a new life now. I'm married into a surface family. My wife is lovely, and her father is the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring. I would love to introduce you, but you must have more important business than hearing about me. Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
A letter from the king. Perhaps you'll burn this letter. I might consider it because you sent me to the deep roads to die. But I would not return to the stone without saying this to you. Sad. One cunning constitution. I will use his shield. I will.
You do your father proud, my lady. Of course, my lady. You do me great honor.
Weapons aren't that great, friend, but your armor is pretty good. At least defense-wise. I'm gonna have to go pay my brother a visit when I go see him. That's for sure.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers. I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden. Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
What's up, Blue?
Oh, yes.
All right. What is this? Demonic poison recipe. I don't know what that does. That's a pretty good staff right there. So crazy. I don't even need a fence. I just gotta sell it to this guy. Steal things, sell it back to the vendors. Check them apples out. Okay, first off, what are these new ones? Poisons, grenades. Crow poison. I have never used this, nor have I ever heard of this. Show nature damage with each hit, inflicts penalty to movement and speed, and may stun the target. Additional spirit damage with each hit. That's pretty cool. I've seen this one before. Concentrated. That's cool. The concentrated is really good.
Yes.
All right.
Another visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares. Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs. No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled horse. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time. Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Oh, jeez.
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. Luck be to you, Warden. You've returned, Warden. I heard it in passing.
No,
It is said there are few secrets in the market. Aren't we all? I mean you no harm. That should be enough. I'm afraid my appetite for conversation has waned.
Okay. I love that. I heard that. I was like, wait, I never said I was a warden. Talk to me. It's complete different dialogue. God, they don't make games like this anymore. They need to make more games like this. I don't want to even talk to her.
Don't stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight Darkspawn, you know.
Man, we could just shoot you right now. You know what I mean?
Came in yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about that?
Something about the dead rising and killing everyone in Redcliffe. And Arlema nearly dead from some illness.
Crazy, isn't it? Sounds like the end times.
Maker's breath, as if
On
we
my
don't
way.
have enough to worry about. Arlema would back up Terran Logain if he were right. I know he would.
Greetings, milady.
Maker's blessing to you.
Can't steal from kids. Because they don't have the money.
Now's better than later.
Their store. I know about that stuff.
Yes, make it quick. All right.
I am ready.
Before I send you on your way. Thank you.
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Jeez.
Of course.
Oh, I actually stole from him. See if we can go again. Yeah, nothing to steal.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Lyrium potion, yes. Eventually I'll have enough. Oh wow, Winter's Breath. Eventually I will have enough money to actually buy some of this stuff. But I am truly kind of broke. I only have 11 gold to my name. Fire resist, chance to dodge. Now this is cool. Tevinter, mage robes. Of course they give him mana regen. Messed up. Tevinter. Tevinter. Every time I say it, just Tevinter. Increase experience from Codex. That's funny. Ring of Ages. Look at that. There's your all resist ring right there. Twitch. It's electricity. It's funny. See the humor in that. Ancient map of the Imperium. That is useful to someone for sure. I try not to sell this anyone other than the guy in my camp, because then if I ever need it, I can buy it back. Oh, it's so good though. Winter's Breath. Anything to make Morgan stronger. All right. Because that ice damage she does is wonderful on the freeze.
All right.
All right.
I recognize you.
Oh, hello.
From Ostagar.
No, you don't.
Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
I didn't do it.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Loghain's word?
Use your wits. Come on, man.
The savior of Ferelden, Terran Loghain, personally told me of the Warden's betrayal. Your betrayal. An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Yeah, in the church parking lot at 3 o'clock. That's what it feels like. This is on dying. No. I won't fight you. If I can help it, I'm not going to kill you.
But honor demands you accept.
Alright, fine.
Make peace with the Maker, sir. These are your last moments.
I don't want to kill him. But I might have to. Oh, yes.
Right away.
Blood of... Okay, warning. I can hear the people laughing. Ho ho ho. Have you seen me? No.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you for whatever I stole from you. I do wish it would show what I steal. But beggars cannot be choosers, right? Right?
I shall.
So someone recommended me from Ostagar. That's not gonna go well.
Right away.
One more try. There we go. Health pots. Silver ring, huh? Whoa, we got a rune out of that. Ancient map. So I don't know who to give that to.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. What did I steal from you? Whoa. That's funny.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
How does everyone know I'm a warden?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me. What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous. The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy. Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
You, what was that? Don't let me catch you doing that again.
Looks like the fighting has finally started.
Forgot how much there is to do in Delaran.
Your wish?
Oh god. Looks like I'm going to the Pearl again anyway.
Message for you, milady.
Cool.
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage.
Why?
Maker, don't be so melodramatic. It's a temporary lockdown, not a performance of Dane and the werewolf. The Jarls ordered the gates sealed until order is restored. No more than a day or two, I'd wager. They were writing, killed the Jarl's son. With the whole Urian family dead, the regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Jarl of Denerim.
No.
First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage. It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
That's crazy, 'cause that's one of the origin stories.
It was mages in Lake Calendar.
That'd be crazy to come back as one of the
pack of demons.
street elves.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Okay.